Coming up next, it is a heavyweight collision between Curtis Razor Blaydes and Mark Coleman. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts with respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists. This guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of many.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step one to step two before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep or a headlock or an inside trick. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. All right, here's the heavyweight wrestler Curtis Razor Blaydes representing Team Elevation there in Colorado. And here's a guy who, at least on paper, has more takedowns secured offensively than any fighter in UFC heavyweight history.
You know, they talk about specialists, and at times you find a guy that's so good at one skill that you know it's coming and you can't stop it. Curtis Blaydes is one of those guys. He's a national wrestling champion. He's very big, he's very skilled, and he has great cardio. The great cardio allows him to press this wrestling style on guys, and they can't keep up with him. He is solely one of the top 5 heavyweights in the world.
And he's certainly got a good work rate for this heavyweight division, works as hard in training as anybody, still in search of that elusive first championship opportunity. Big spot for Curtis Razor Blaydes here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So more than 15 years, the gap in age between these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach as well. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 235 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Mark the Hammer Coleman! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 17 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, Curtis Razor And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, your referee. You ready? You ready? All right, here we are in Honda Center in Anaheim, California, and every time I walk into this venue, I can't help but think back to UFC 157, 2013. The night women were finally welcomed inside the octagon, and good to be back here, obviously, at a venue that has a lot of history.
A lot of history for sport, but the biggest night in women's mixed martial arts history. Ronda Rousey defended her title against Liz Carmouche. What a fantastic night, and it showed that night that women can headline shows and main event.
Oh, the master of the transitions. Nice scramble. All right, going for the early takedown. He gets it, so no surprise he wanted to get this fight to the ground, and that is certainly a good sign for him moving forward in this fight.
He felt as if he had a massive advantage in the grappling and the wrestling.
Quick entry to get in on a
that
single.
was a great single takedown. Slammed him on his back. What a takedown.
How's that feel to be on the wrong end of that? I knew that was coming. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Close guard. Coleman's got his hand looking for a guillotine choke.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
He might get a finish here. Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. And side mount, and now maybe the Von Flute choke will be there. Oven St. Preux has got to like that transition there.
He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 19 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Curtis Blaydes.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.